Welcome to a journey that blends the thunderous resolve of stoic fire with the quiet, inevitable swing of karma. In the next 15 to 20 minutes, we will uncover how ancient rituals and timeless wisdom can ignite a self-belief that never flickers. Grab a notebook, settle into a calm place, and let's ignite your inner flame. Philosophy Spotlight, Stoicism. Stoicism, born in the bustling streets of Athens and refined by Roman emperors and philosophers, is a philosophy of inner resilience, clarity, and virtue. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor-philosopher, wrote in his Meditations that the universe is change, our life is what our thoughts make it. Seneca taught that we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Epictetus, a former slave, reminded us that it is not what happens to you that matters, it is how you respond. 3 simple lessons capture Stoic power. 1. Distinguish what you can control from what you cannot. Focus your energy there. 2. Reframe adversity as the furnace that forges character. 3. Cultivate a purpose larger than immediate sensations, aligning actions with a vision of virtue. In our modern hustle, Stoicism offers a clear map. When the business crisis hits, recognize the part you control, your effort, your learning, while letting go of external judgments. As we journey through 5 chapters, we'll weave Stoic fire into old rituals and karmic paths that awaken an unshakable self-belief. Chapter 1. The Furnace of Perseverance. In ancient Greece, the hoplite soldiers of the sacred band of Thebes would march into battle wearing iron-clad cuirasses and carrying heavy spears. Their commander, General Gorgias, set a fire before each campaign. The scent of burning pine and cedar roared through the ranks, reminding each warrior that the heat would not melt their resolve. The ritual of lighting that flame, an act of faith, of shared purpose, set their breaths in rhythm. In modern business, launching a startup feels just as daunting. The fire of perseverance can be lit by setting a shared vision. We will solve X, and everyone can see the impact. Begin team meetings with a 30-second story about a challenge you overcame, and let that collective memory burn as the day's fire. By anchoring your group's emotional temperature in a communal narrative, you create a self-belief that is as unshakable as that ancient flame. Conclusion. The shared flame in the hall echoes the Stoic lesson that our character is strengthened by the heat of shared purpose. Like, share, and subscribe for more ancient rituals that keep your inner fire alive. Reflective question. How can you start your day lighting a metaphorical fire that will keep your team or yourself anchored to purpose? Chapter 2. The Ripple of Karmic Alignment. In China's Three Kingdoms era, the strategist Zhuge Liang once etched a small jade stone into a wooden staff, whispering a mantra. May the wind lift my thoughts, may the earth ground my actions. This small act was his ritual to align his deeds with cosmic order, believing each small intention created ripples that returned to shape his destiny. In the current age of instant communication, your personal karma manifests in the stories you tell and the values you echo. If you cultivate compassion in your daily interactions, a ripple of kindness returns to you. Practice the ritual of giving. Each morning, write one intention for a positive action. End your day with a brief reflection on how it was received. The small, regular act of intentional goodwill builds a karmic momentum that reinforces self-belief as a force that cannot be ignored. Conclusion. The humble jade stone reminds us that aligning our actions with higher values creates an invisible but relentless engine behind our self-belief. Like, share, and subscribe to grow your own ripple effect. Reflective question. What one small intention can you start today that will ripple out into your day and strengthen your core belief? Chapter 3. The Stoic Mirror in the Desert. The ancient Sufi mystic Rumi found the desert's endless horizon a mirror for the soul. He would sit under the dunes and ask, "What am I reflecting?" Observing himself in the silence, he discovered that the only obstacle in his way was his attachment to fleeting emotions. Stoicism and Sufi introspection share a core principle: to look inward, confront the mind's chatter, and see the universal truth behind it. Today, the Stoic mirror is found in a brief meditation at the break of dawn or a journal entry before bed. Pause for 5 minutes and ask, what emotions are feeding my self-doubt today? Which of these are under my control? Reframe them. I can accept my thoughts, but I choose my response. The silence cultivates an unshakable self-belief that is not dependent on external validation. Conclusion. The desert's clarity taught us that the only true terrain inside us is the one we cultivate with disciplined awareness. Like, share, and subscribe for more mirror moments. Reflective question. When was the last time you paused to look inward before making a decision that mattered to you? Chapter 4. Rituals of Renewal in the Marketplace. In the bustling markets of ancient Alexandria, merchants honored the goddess Demeter by burning a small barley offering each week to assure grain fertility. They believed that each renewal ritual created a cycle of abundance that nourished the economy. In today's job market, cyclical learning rituals, weekly skill reviews, monthly case study analyses act as the offerings that attract professional growth. Set a renewal ritual that involves reviewing your key performance indicators, acquiring one new skill, and sharing an insight with a mentor. By treating each cycle as a sacred offering to your future, you reinforce the belief that your work is a seed that will inevitably germinate. Conclusion: these markets teach us that renewal rituals are not sentimental, they are strategic offerings that nurture growth. Like, share, and subscribe for more marketplace wisdom. Reflective question: what professional skill will you renew through a weekly ritual you commit to today? Chapter 5. The Path of Fire and Karma in Leadership. The story of the Persian king Cyrus the Great, who used the fire of acceptance to unify diverse tribes, shows the power of inclusive leadership guided by both stoic calm and karmic reciprocity. He would listen to each tribe's concerns in open circles, then weave their customs into his governance. Modern leaders can emulate this by establishing a council of voices within their organization, a forum where every level can speak freely. Coupled with the Stoic principle of seeing beyond personal influence, such a council amplifies the leader's self-belief while propagating a culture that rewards mutual karma. Conclusion: Cyrus's fire was not a weapon, but a forge that shaped unity. Your leadership fire should do the same. Like, share, and subscribe for more leadership insights from history. Reflective question: how can you create a space for voices in your organization that reinforces the reciprocal fire of shared purpose? Final reflection and call to action. We have journeyed from the ancient hoplites hearth to the modern marketplace's renewal rituals, from the quiet desert mirror to the inclusive council of voices, each ritual a spark that ignites an unshakable self-belief. Stoicism reminds us of the disciplined mind, while karma reminds us of the ripple of intention. Together, these ancient teachings form a fire that burns within, unshaken by turbulence or doubt. If this path resonates, please like, share, and subscribe or follow for more ancient rituals that light the modern soul. Let's keep the flame alive, share it, and watch it grow into an unstoppable force of confidence, purpose, and resilience.